In the vast narrative of the Old Testament, there are figures that loom larger than life. One such figure is Og, king of Bashan. Mentioned in several key biblical passages, Og is depicted as a giant, a remnant of the ancient Rephaim, a group associated with great size and strength. But who was Og, and why does his existence hold such significance in the biblical narrative? To understand this, we must explore his origins, his connections to the mysterious Rephaim, and the implications of his lineage as a possible descendant of the Nephilim, the offspring of fallen divine beings and human women. Today, I'm taking a look at exactly who was this mysterious giant king. I'm Kevin Laymon, and this is Veiled Kingdoms. Let's pierce the veil. Og is introduced in the biblical text as the king of Bashan, a region east of the Jordan River, and it was renowned for its fertile land and formidable inhabitants. Deuteronomy 3:11 provides a glimpse into the stature of Og, stating, "For only Og, king of Bashan, remained of the remnant of the Rephaim. Behold, his bedstead was a bedstead of iron. It is not in Rabbah of the Amorites. 9 cubits was its length, and 4 cubits its breadth, according to the common cubit." This passage suggests that Og was of immense size, with his bed measuring approximately 13 and a half feet long and 6 feet wide, a reflection of his physical stature. The term Rephaim is critical here. The Rephaim are described in various parts of the Old Testament as a group of ancient, giant warriors, often associated with the Nephilim. In Genesis 6:4, the Nephilim are described as the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men. And these sons of God are understood to be divine beings, often referred to as the fallen Elohim, who took human wives, resulting in this hybrid race of giants. Thus, Og, as a descendant of the Rephaim, carries with him the legacy of the Nephilim, beings who were not fully human, but were part of a divine human hybrid lineage. Now, Og's significance extends beyond his physical size. In Numbers 21:33 through 35, the Israelites, under the leadership of Moses, encounter Og as they prepare to enter the Promised Land. Og, alongside his people, confronts the Israelites in battle. Despite Og's formidable reputation and his association with the Rephaim, the Lord assures Moses of victory. The text states, "But the Lord said to Moses, 'Do not fear him, for I have given him into your hand and all his people and his land, and you shall do to him as you did to Sihon, king of the Amorites, who lived at Heshbon.'" Following this, the Israelites go on to defeat Og, seizing his land and incorporating it into the inheritance of the tribes of Israel. The defeat of Og is recounted with great emphasis in the Psalms. Psalm 136:20 praises God for the victory over Og, referring to him as Og, king of Bashan, for his steadfast love endures forever. This victory is seen as a testament to God's enduring love and faithfulness to Israel, overcoming even the most daunting of adversaries. The notion that Og might be a descendant of the Nephilim carries profound theological implications. The Nephilim, and by extension the Rephaim, which we've talked a lot about on this show, represent a perversion of God's created order. The union of the fallen Elohim and human women, resulting in these giants, is depicted as an act of rebellion against God's design. Og, therefore, is not merely a physical giant, but symbolizes the persistence of his ancient rebellion against God. Furthermore, the defeat of Og by the Israelites is not just a military victory, but a spiritual one. It signifies the triumph of God's people over the forces that sought to undermine God's sovereignty from the very beginning. By overcoming Og, the Israelites are seen as participating in the broader cosmic struggle between the forces of God and the forces of chaos and rebellion. Og, king of Bashan, stands as a towering figure in the biblical narrative, both in physical stature and symbolic significance. His connection to the Rephaim, and by extension, the Nephilim, places him within a lineage of beings that embody defiance against God's order. The biblical text portrays Og not merely as a king to be conquered, but as a remnant of a greater ancient struggle, a struggle that the God of Israel decisively wins. Through this victory, the narrative underscores God's ultimate authority over all creation, including those beings who would seek to subvert His will. The story of Og reminds us that no matter how formidable the opposition, God's purposes will prevail and His love endures forever. If you've hung with me this far, I've got to assume this has been helpful to you. Please consider liking the video or dropping a subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, we have a ton of content for you to go back and hang out and watch. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless.